Welcome to a game you definitely did not expect to see, Mechanical Ascension. This game has suddenly just revived out of nowhere, so hey, I'm gonna make a video on it, and because I can. For those not familiar, Mechanical Ascension is the prequel to Mechanical Ascension X. So it's the game before it, and it's a lot different to Mechanical Ascension X. For one, there's no speed meta. It's basically like old Miners Haven before the Foxy takeover. So, you know, you got your boxes here. I'm gonna open a box and get probably nothing. I love getting a wall. I'll open the other one and probably get a wall again. Oh no, I'll get a blue teleport receiver. Anyway, I'm gonna load my setup because for some reason settings is bound to R, and don't think there's a way to change that either. Achievements don't exist. Amazing. What's my 29 item setup? What is this garbage that I made? Oh, this is my other quick setup that I tried to make. I don't think this one's necessarily that good. I think it has a similar structure to the setup I made earlier today when I joined this game, but slightly different. I use an Artifact of Light at the beginning. I don't even know what the Artifact of Light does. It's been so long since I've played this game that I don't know what any of the upgraders do. Well, from what I can tell, I'm definitely not using enough orbital beams, so I'm gonna fix that by adding an orbital beam to the setup. And I think my ores are dying. Oh no, they're getting stuck because this thing's backwards for some reason. That's just excellent. Alright, so my setup was initially broken. That's always great to see. Luminosity is a thing in this game, and it's okay, I think. I don't know what it does. There's no item index to really explain what it does. Anyway, this setup makes duodecillion, and with that I can skip like 5 lives, surprisingly. What the hell's an astral absorber? Oh, it's the cell furnace. This thing goes by a different name in Mechanical Ascension X. I think it's like the astronomical decoder. Well, you know, it's a cell furnace, and it works like a cell furnace. So that's your cell furnace of the game. Now I'm actually gonna load my proper setup, my 59 item one that actually skips more than 5 lives. I think this like skips like 14 or 15. But basically, this is how it goes. You go your mine, you put it into a teleporter, and then it goes through my prestige items, my Anarchy Micro Enhancer, through Drastic Measures, Forge Smith, Anniversary Enhancer, Luminosity, Circuit Refiner, Honeycomb, Jeff, Mechanized Metropolis, learn to read. Naturalizium, Nuclear Waste ×2, Nature's Wrath, Ore Triggerer, Blue Teleport Ascender, and that puts us over here. We got some more orbitals, Electromagnetic, Aquatic Ruins, Ambrosia Enchanter, a basic conveyor for whatever reason, Pumpkin Park, Rupstar, Volcanic Star, Undead Rune, Toxic Wastelands with three of the lights, VIP Upgrader, Swift Star, Circuit Refiner, Drastic Measures, Artifact of Light, which is somehow working with that gap in the conveyor. I think the gap in the conveyor comes from the circuit breaker. I'm not too sure on that. But it goes into a teleporter, then it goes through a couple more upgraders: Toxic Territory, Rusted Planet, Undead Rune, Frost Verdict, Metal Bullies, Scorching Wasteland, into a red teleport sender which sends it through a Sugar Shroom, Toxicity, and then Aftershock, and it goes back and loops around some more. It's a pretty long setup, but it skips a few lives when it actually gives me more than 18 on Decillion. Yeah, it makes me OCD, and it gives me 13 lives. And that gave me 3 items, including a bullseye, which I don't even know what it does in this game. Oh, it's an even smaller upgrade beam then. In Mechanical Ascension X, that's going to be great. Oh yeah, there's no buff grades in this game. Heatwave just adds 1 billion to the ore value. I will now show the setup I made about 30 minutes ago. if I remember the controls for this game. I saved into slot 3. Alright, there it is. It's similar to the first setup I used in this video. Anarchy Stone Mine through a heat wave into a sender. Really pile on over there because it's good. Then it goes through, you know, the prestige items, Owner Upstar, Euphorian Esper, you know, just a bunch of good upgraders. And then it goes through an aftershock and loops around again. Now I believe this variant of the setup actually makes TDD, but it's not that good. Like, it still takes a second to do that. I mean, it's not exactly slow, it's definitely more preferable than that 13 skip that took a second. And I also got a volcanic star while doing that. But yeah, it's essentially slower it's basically a slower game. You have to actually take your time and don't just have a 3-second setup that makes E plus 502, and instead you just play normally with upgraders that do things. And if you're lucky, it will. There's not a whole lot to this game. If you remember, this game also was used for the blooming Forgotten Memoir button hunt thing. I hate that. I hated that thing. I hope I never have to do something like that again. But yeah, that's basically this game. It's just this. But instead of it taking 5 seconds, it takes like a bit longer than 5 seconds. Amethyst Upgrader, I believe this is Amethyst Embedder. Well, what would be Amethyst Embedder in Mechanical Ascension X. But yeah, items look completely different here. And that's all we really need to know. There's not a whole lot to say about this game because there's not that much content to really talk about, but that's basically it. Play the game. I'll put it in the description if you really want to. And my next video will probably be on the Mechanical Ascension X Halloween event, as that is around the corner. So I'll see you there.